Don't know if anyone's here. Good morning, everyone. Just in case anyone's around. And if nobody's around, there's two people here. Well, if there are two people here, would you like to say hello? Good morning. Sorry, I haven't been up long out of bed. I just wanted to come on and see how everybody is. And hope you're okay. Well, I do hope somebody's going to talk to me. Oh, somebody's gone. Hello. Good morning or good evening. Lovely to see you. How are you? And can you hear me? I hope you can hear me. Oh, excuse me. Mocked up my photo for this. Oh, your cat's escaped. Good morning, Fedora, love. Oh, it's still night time. Yeah. Yeah, I appreciated that. I thought there might be somebody up and around. I just wanted to check in with everyone. I said I wanted to live stream as much as I could. And just talk to you all, connect to you all, you know. All right. Do you have trouble with insomnia? Because I know I do. Hello, Oceana. Lovely to see you. And welcome. Yeah, I know what insomnia is like. I really do. It's not great. It's getting worse as I get older. 4 foster puppies. Oh. I know, puppies, eh? So, how, is, I don't know what to say, this disease we're all having to find various ways of dealing with. How's everybody coping? Because it's a rotten time for everyone, you know. I saw that that video of Madonna in the bath. Did anybody see that? You know, naked Madonna in the bath, surrounded by rose petals. Oh well, Madonna was naked in a bath, right? I mean, you didn't see anything. She was just stark naked in a bath, some kind of milk bath or something, surrounded by rose petals. And she was giving us our philosophy on life, you know. Yes, that's the thing. I don't understand why people aren't taking this more seriously. Hello, Cupcake. I haven't seen you for ages. Well, if you want to look up Madonna, she's sitting with her hair pinned flat to her head. You can tell she's got really black roots. So, oh, good morning, Peanut. Hello. Oh, so you're in Australia. This is the thing I just do not understand. How can we say to people, this is serious, stay at home, isolate yourselves so it doesn't spread? And then people wonder why it's still spreading when they won't stay at home. They're actually shaking their heads going, I wonder why this isn't slowing down. Let's go out and have a chat, half a dozen of us. Let's go out and have a game of football. Let's go and have a house party. They're treating this as if it's some kind of extended holiday. It's not. We are in one of the biggest crises the world has faced in 100 years. You know, I just don't get it. I mean, I understand a lot of people, religious people, right? They'll be missing going to church, right? I don't go much to synagogue these days because it's I don't drive that much anymore, not very far, and synagogue is like outside of my comfort zone for driving, so I can't get there. And I'm lucky that if I want to pray at home, I can pray at home. There will be a lot of people missing the synagogue, but the synagogues have closed down, and the people that I know are staying at home. They're getting food, and if people can't deliver, they're dropping things off at the door and then leaving and going straight home. You know, I was very lucky. I managed to get my hair done just before the lockdown. So, but by the time the lockdown's done, I'm going to look like Hagrid. I can guarantee that. Definitely look like Hagrid. So, there you go. So, yes, there's no Seder here for Dora. It's all been stopped. Oh, yeah, okay. It's you know what I've got to say about Trisha Paytas. I didn't. She was an annoying nut to me before this last video. What she did with Dissociate with Nin was disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. But this latest one about it's just for the elderly. Don't watch her. Don't listen to her. She's just an attention-seeking. I'm not going to say it. But no, we got an email from the synagogue saying we have to do a thing called Pikuach Livracha, which basically means save a life, which basically means save your life, your own life. She tried to teach the alphabet in Hebrew. Okay. If it wasn't Trisha Paytas, I wouldn't believe it. If it wasn't Trisha Paytas, I wouldn't believe it. But it's her, so yep, I totally believe that. You see, the thing is, right, we're very, very lucky in that you can talk to people by FaceTime, there's Snapchat, there's Skype, you can pick up a phone. Back in the day, you couldn't do any of those things. So we're going to make technology work for us, and that's what we have to do, make technology work for us. And people who weren't that au fait with technology before this, they're going to be a lot more comfortable with it now. Oh yeah, she's going out with Hila Killen, Klein. What's her name? Hila Klein. Out with her brother. Sorry, I've been up less than an hour and I've still got the brain like a cabbage. But it's the way she talks about being with our brother. I mean, this woman leaves nothing to the imagination. Absolutely nothing. Yeah. Do I think there's been more paranormal? I personally haven't heard of any. But if there's going to be more people passing away, well, let's put it this way. It's an awful thing to say, but fake mediums are going to be in their element right now, aren't they? Which is disgusting, but that's what happens. I can't remember what his name is, Fedora, but all I do know is that I think she'll ruin his life. I think she'll ruin his life, like she does with everybody else. She's poisoned. She can't. Okay, Peanut, no problem. She seems to have this thing about her where it doesn't matter who she's with or what, she gets into one scrape after another. And personally, I think that someone mentioned histrionic personality disorder. Or she was with John Hill. Oh dear. Raising the bar a little and just being alone and enjoying her life. You know, waking up smelling the flowers and realizing there's more to life than, you know. That's the thing. People are saying, "Oh, we've got, we're working on this cure, and oh, if you take this, you'll be fine." And no, but when you think about it, there's always been snake oil salesmen through history. There's always been snake oil salesmen. You know, there's always been someone through history on the back of a wagon saying, "You drink this and stop your hair falling out and make you happier at home, and snakes will be frightened of you," and you know, all that sort of rubbish. But there are some people out there who are frightened, so they're going to gravitate towards that sort of thing. And the truth is that, well, here's my take on it, right? I don't believe what the government tells me. I believe what the doctors and nurses tell me. They are the ones on the front line. They are the ones who are having to deal with this crisis. The government will massage numbers and they'll make it out to be either worse than it is to control us, or they'll make it out to be better than it is because they think it's about morale. Okay? Now, as much as I'm all for keeping up morale, there are times where we need, yes, he does, but he's got it very mildly. And you can have it mildly. I think about a third of the cabinet's down with it. But it's not that long since he's been out and about shaking hands and this sort of thing, you see, so it's bound to happen. But no, if anyone, let's put it this way, if I ruled the world, right now, I would have everyone on lockdown, and I would have people in hazmat suits delivering food to everyone. I would make sure that sort of everybody was secure in their homes so that there are no nasty landlords to boot them out into the street because they can't pay their rent. You know, we shouldn't be thinking about money at times like this. We should be thinking about saving lives and making sure that people have food to eat. Yes, because it is about 3 times as contagious. It is a pandemic, you know, and this is why, I mean, I unfortunately, my lymphedema nurses can't come to me. I have to go to them. But they've got stringent things in place. So, you know, I know I'm safe among them. And they're safe around me because they're all suited up and what have you, right? And, well, Cupcake, I hope you don't, because everybody... That's the sound of an ambulance. I don't know if that picked up, but an ambulance has just gone by. So that sounds like someone on the way to hospital. You don't often hear ambulances around here. That's the first time I've heard one, so it's sort of like, you know, I'm just thinking of who's in the back of the ambulance and what their family must be feeling right now, because they know they can't go and be with them. Thank you, by the way, for orders for Bill's daughter. He very, very much appreciates it. He says, thank you very much. And she's self-isolating for 14 days. But unfortunately, he can't go and see her. I've told him I could drive him over there, and because he wouldn't be in a fit state to drive, you know. Yes, she phoned last night. Well, be about 6 o'clock last night to say that she'd been sent home with COVID-19. But she's a pharmacy assistant. That's her job. And unfortunately, there are people calling all over the place. So yes, just have to stay positive, don't we? He's working from home, so I'm just telling people about you, my darling. Do you want to say good morning? They'll hear you.
Good morning.
My husband, everyone, and they're sending you lots of prayers, lots of good wishes.
Thank you.
And that you appreciated it.
Yeah, I do. Thank you very much.
Did you hear him? He says, thank you very much. There's a lady there called Fedora, and she's just said, morning, Bill. She's in Canada.
Keep moaning, Fedora.
Yeah, there's people in there from America, Australia, Canada, all over the world. And Cupcake said good morning. She's a face painter, and she's obviously can't work right now. No. She went to a concert and she didn't know she had corona. Goodness me. Oh my goodness. Oh. I'm sorry, I have absolutely no words. I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. That, you see, this is the thing, guys. There are going to be people among us who are carriers who won't display any symptoms. They've got the disease, but they won't suffer from it themselves. They're carrying it around. They're passing it from A to B. They wouldn't be doing that if they stayed in the bloody house. Oh, yes, coffee, please. Oh, he's going to make me... And I like wheat coffee with cream and honey. And, oh, Fedora, don't get me started. Shall I start? Shall I get us riled up this morning? In, what do they call that? Righteous anger. Margie, hello, darling. How are you? Are you okay? No, don't be sorry, Fedora. All right. Another one with insomnia. Well, it's actually 9:10, so I'm in your future. Can you imagine that? This is the future, ladies and gentlemen. You know, it's too early for... Well, I mean, I can't say it's too early for me to have makeup on. I've had videos where I've just looked like the cat's dinner. You know, not very appetizing at the best of times. You just want to shove it to one side. Price gouging. Let's get our adrenaline worked up to greet another day. Or maybe it might make you tired enough to go to sleep. It's going to work either way, okay? I do not understand where these people come from who will stockpile all the stuff that we would normally go and buy on a regular basis. Let's just choose toilet roll, right? We'll just choose toilet roll. And they will stockpile the bloody stuff, shove it in their garage, just mountains of the stuff. And then they honestly think it's a brilliant idea to sell it out of their living rooms, charge people through the nose for it, and they honestly stupid that they don't think people aren't going to remember their faces and where they live. People honestly, are they that dense? Because there's one thing about the human race is, I mean, unless you're me, who does have fibro fog, and I do forget things, but the important stuff. You can't tell me there are people who won't remember a face and they won't remember their name, and they're going to think, that guy took advantage of the elderly, the disabled, young families, mums, dads who can't get out because they've got little ones, right? The disabled, people who are suffering from anxiety, you know, instead of, you know, maybe doing a Robin Hood type of thing and grabbing all the toilet paper for anybody else and then handing it out for free. I would do that sort of thing. I would say, do you know what? I'm going to grab the lot and I'm just going to hand it out for free to everybody. Right? That I can understand. But grabbing all the toilet roll that would normally cost you, say, I don't know, $2, £2. We'll just make it the same. Okay. Night night, love. Have a good sleep. Take care. Speak to you soon. So we'll say for the sake of argument, $2, £2. Same thing. And then they're selling it to you for £20, $20. Can anybody explain that to me? How is that right? How is that fair? You know, people like to make a quick buck at the expense of others, but it's happened throughout history. It happened during the Second World War. It happened over here in the Second World War. There's always somebody waiting to take advantage. And personally, I would name and shame. I would. I'd name and shame the lot of them. In fact, to be quite honest with you, not only would I name and shame them, the worst of them, I'd put them in prison. I'd give them a prison term. I would. I just think it's grossly unfair that people go it. And I'll tell you something else that's really got me mad is food wastage. Thank you, my darling.
That's just a bit of cream down there.
All right. You know, you can't find cleaning things. I know it's local supermarkets here. The shelves are just about bare, and they're only letting, well, in one store, they're letting in one person at a time. As one goes in, one comes out. So they're handling it that way. And in another supermarket, they're allowing about 10 in at a time and then 10 out, that sort of thing. So they're handling it that way. Folk are queuing like round the street, right the way round the store, in between barriers, and then they're putting sandbags to mark off like 2-meter things between people. So, but there is food to be had. Do I think they'll ever get back to normal? I think it'll be a different kind of normal, if that makes sense. The reason why I say I do think it will, I think from now on, people will keep certain things stored up. Unfortunately, I think it's going to make us more wary of our fellow human beings. I think it might make people more fearful. I also think it's going to have a worsening effect on mental health. I mean, most families are going to be affected, right? Through one way or another. And it will hurt people because they can't touch their loved ones. There are an awful lot of people who have already lost family members and feel cheated because they never got the chance to say goodbye. So it's going to be a different kind of normal. Yeah. I mean, I've got to be honest with you. You don't hear me talk about Bill's daughters because, well, they absolutely hate me with a passion. They really do. They don't like me at all. They refused to come to our wedding. It was that bad. They wouldn't come to our wedding. And I begged them to, and they refused. So, but I worry for Bill, you know. Or Bill's daughters. So they don't like me, they hate me. They really do. But it is what it is. It is what it is. You know. You know, I've never said anything like that. He still sees them regularly. But he lives with me and mine. Oh, I love you too, Margie, but you know that. I mean, you and I have been friends before the Haven even started. You and me have known each other a long time now. A long time. But no, it's a long story and for another time. You know. Let's just say that I was deceived for a long time. Let's put it that way. I was hoodwinked for a long time. And then one day, everything just exploded. And it's not been the same since. So, but I love Bill very, very much. And I just make sure that he's happy. And, I mean, my kids absolutely adore him. My daughter, as far as she's concerned. Good morning, Steph. Hello, my darling. How are you? Night, night, my darling. See you later, Margie. No, I just wanted to come on and I said I wanted to do more. If I could do more, then I will. And apart from putting the videos out, all I can do is, I thought, right, well, when I've got the energy, I'll do a live stream and talk to you guys. And oh, me, well, as you can tell, I'm full of the joys of spring. I'm a bit swollen, but you know, that went right down flat last night. I put my special eye mask on that they get me, and I woke up this morning and it went, oh, madness. But I've got like a big V pillow and I sort of like nestle my head in there and try and sit upright. But I've got a lot of swelling to get off my face yet. So in a few hours' time, it should be looking a bit better. Just takes its time, you know. Good morning, Laurie. My, you're a sight for sore eyes. I haven't seen you in ages. How are you, love? I haven't seen you in ages. I suppose that's one good thing about having live streams is you get to see people that you haven't seen in a while. Me, yes, do you know what? I'm still going. It's really lovely to see you. It really is. Do you know what, guys? When I type the things I say to you, it's hard, isn't it? You see words on a screen, but it's like it's missing, isn't it? It's like the emotion behind it. But now you can hear me say when I type, it's lovely to see you. It's wonderful to see you. I want you to remember that that's how I'm saying it. It's like kind of translated in my head, but like onto the screen, you know, when I'm typing. But it's genuinely lovely to see you. How are you coping, love? I did tell all of you that Lorraine's more or less got the all clear, didn't I? The calyx has done its job, and the great big tumour that she has is now about the size of a pinhead. Well, it's not quite that small, but pretty small. So, do you know, if I haven't told you, I am so sorry. But I found out, when did I find out? Do you know, I can't even remember. I know it's been in the last couple of weeks. Do you know, this is my memory. This is my memory. I can't even remember the time. Right. Yes. Lorraine, my friend Lorraine, and I want to thank everybody who prayed for her, who sent up good intentions for her. Whatever it was that you did, thank you. On her behalf, I thank you, because she had to have double doses of the calyx 3 times a week with the chemo. And it's brought out other health problems, but the tumour has shrunk to practically the size of a pin. It was the influenza of 1918. But, oh, you had shingles, that's painful. But I'm glad it's getting better. And yes, all we can do is take one day. My husband's youngest daughter has got COVID-19. We were told yesterday that she has it. She's, how old is she now? 25. She's 25 now. And according to my husband, he's spoken to her on the phone, and she said that she can't taste anything, and that she just wasn't feeling very well, and the chemist sent her home because she's a pharmacy assistant, and or Tesco pharmacy, or one of the two. Anyway, I can't remember. I don't know. I don't see her. So, but anyway, she phoned Bill. They just said to her 14 days isolation. So, I mean, Bill got such a shock. I mean, he really did. So all I could do was hug him and tell him it's going to be okay, which I genuinely do believe that. She's got a very strong constitution. you know. I mean, I only started to get to know her when she was, oh my word, 7. And she was coming up for 7. And out of the 4 kids, you know, the other 3 would be off with something. And she'd be the one that I'd be taking to school and picking up from school. The other 3 would all, and what have you, but not her. Doesn't suffer with ill health. Perfect health. She apparently she's got a very, very close, loving relationship with her boyfriend's mother, so she'll be missing her. And she'll be missing her boyfriend, no doubt, who apparently is in the army. But other than that, I don't know. I only know what Bill tells me, you know. So yeah, she's young and healthy. She'll be fine. Absolutely fine. She says she doesn't, she's like, she feels off colour, but apart from that. Oh, good morning. Hello. We're just having a morning cup of tea and coffee. I've got a cup of tea and a cup of coffee, so I'm quite spoiled. Um, I just wanted to connect with you and just have a chat with you, and because we're all sitting around the kitchen table. Where else would I be? And just finding out how you guys are doing. Yeah, there's you know, thing is, you're hiding. I don't blame you, Laurie. Unfortunately, that would be me. You know, I don't think I'd fare too well if I got it. So it's what it is. I just think, look, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen, right? See, that's, do you know something, Fedora love? You're gonna get through this. You are. You aren't honestly telling you. If I thought any differently, I wouldn't say a word. But I believe in my gut instincts, my solar plexus, my chocolate. I tell you what I did get for us in the Haven, and I meant to light it yesterday, but I bought us a chakra candle, right? I bought us a chakra candle. It's all in this glass, one glass tube, you know, and this color here, this one, that's your solar plexus, and that's where your gut instinct is, right? That's where your belly button is. And if there's ever something off, my belly button goes nuts. It goes absolutely nuts. So, but it's not. It's perfectly calm. It's fine. So I'm going to light this candle now, and I'm going to light it for all of us. And if any of you want to send up, I've got hiccups. If any of you want to send up a good intention while I light it, please do. I am going to say Refuah Shalema, which means good health, better health to all. And I'm just going to say, I wish good health to all, that we all do as we're asked to. And if we follow the rules, Good night, Cupcake love. Take care. See you later. So, here we go. And while we're talking to each other, I'm going to sit this candle here. Well, sit this candle somewhere where it can get seen. Well, there. Pull it. How's that? We can see the flame anyway, can't you? There. How's that? You can see the... oh, I'll tell you what. I don't know if anybody was watching one of the spooky sessions, not last week, but the week before. My cat got up by me and I didn't know he was there. And he was sniffing the flames. He was. He was sniffing the flames of the candles. And then there was a few weeks ago, again with the spooky sessions, and one of the candles seemed to catch fire at the bottom, and there were just these flames coming up behind me, and I didn't see them. I didn't find out until after I played the video back. Just these candles going absolutely nuts. But no, I didn't even hear them. And of course, contrary to popular belief, I don't have eyes in the back of my head, so I couldn't see him. And he's the biggest of the three boys, and you just see him walking right behind me, and then he starts sniffing the candle flames. Oh, you've got another dog. Oh, wow. Tell me, what kind of dog have you got? And what's her name? And is it a similar one to the kind you had before? Oh, sneaky kitty. Yes, I do remember you lost Misty. Oh, right. And is it a boy or a girl? Cookie. Oh, well, welcome, Cookie. And how's he doing with you? So, totally different nature. Oh. Oh. Well, I wish you so much happiness with him. Oh. Well, I really do. I wish you so much happiness with him. So, listen, guys, tell me, what are you doing to pass the time while you're in the house? What sort of things are you getting up to? Listen, you will always love Misty and you will never forget her. But he will help you heal. He'll help you heal. You'll never forget her. And loving him isn't any sort of disrespect to her memory. It just means you're sharing that love. So, yeah, I'd like to see art. I'll come along and have a look, definitely. Do you need to get some sleep now, Fedora? So, you're working on your drawing and talking to more people. So, can I just ask you then, is having the live stream, excuse me, no, you know, does having a live stream help? Does having a live stream help you? Because, you know, there's people here in the live stream to talk to you, and of course I'm here. Right, so the live stream helps. Okay. If I was able to give you more than one live stream a day, would that help? Because I want to try and do something. I mean, I'm not going to lie, it does take time to do. And I've always been honest with you. I do get extremely tired. It's not so much the tiredness, it's the pain, you know. But if I can do something, then I want to try and help more if I can. I want to do more. I started all of this so I could help people. Because at the end of the day, you are all so tremendously kind to me. And I want to give something back, you know. Tammy, hello, love. It's lovely to see you. Well, I tell you what, I will do my best if I can even just sit and look like just come on and say hello to you and talk to you for an hour. And if I'm having a better day and I can talk to you again, I will do my best. I can't say I promise because I don't want to break promises. And it's bad enough if I'm having a time where I end up where I can't get out of bed, because I do have days like that. But I will do my best. Have another read through for your video for the spooky sessions. And I want people to hang in with that, because it does get more like supernatural. It might not feel like it at the moment, but it does become more and more like supernatural, you know. Listen, Laurie, you're really very kind, but I am honestly, I'm just the same as you. I'm the same as everyone here. And I'll just do my best, Steph. You know, I mean, the thing is, I tend to lose track of time, because when I'm talking, I do lose track of time. And when I'm talking to you all, I'm having fun as well. So, I mean, there's only 8 of you here, but that's okay. It means that the chat's nice and slow, it's relaxed. And it means everybody's getting a chance to say hello to each other and talk to each other. No, you don't just have me. You've got each other to talk to as well, which I think is a good thing. And if we get one thing out of this COVID-19, I would like to think it's going to bring us as Haveners closer together. That's what I would hope for. You've got the videos to focus on. Just the videos are there as a distraction, to give you something else to focus on and to think about, right? The Facebook group is there so that you can post pictures, you can talk about anything and everything, and it's safe, it's closed, you're among trusted people, you know. Well, Laurie, it's here for you, love. No, Steph, you're not talking crap, love. You're talking absolute perfect sense. You really are. I forget sometimes that everything that's in my head that I want to do, you know. I don't like this getting older lark at all. I'm not a fan of that. Oh, no, don't like it. I'll have a drink of my coffee now. Look at this. This is my Star Trek mug. This is that's Voyager. And that was given to me on my wedding day. Charles is going to pay for Harry and Meghan's security. No, it comes out of the Duchy of Cornwall. And also the Duchy of Lancaster. Or something like that. I'm sure there's money that is pulled out of that. And no, I don't think we pay for that. Yes, I'm a Trekkie. Oh, Laurie, you are still a baby. Sure. Yeah. And then I will officially be a pensioner if they don't raise the age anymore. But when I reach 67, then I'll officially be an old woman. I'll be old and decrepit. Oh, cup of tea and a slice of cake, and I'll put my blanket round me. Keep warm. As if I'm going to be like that when I'm 67. I doubt it. I'll just be like this with more wrinkles. Yeah. Well, I don't feel old. In my head, I still feel 18. But that's the problem. You know. Yeah. These are just this. God, this is just a physical overcoat. That's it. I am, Steph. I get my voice ready. Yeah. I mean, I'll just say the other day, the way my hair is now, all these like, it's like you get a perm and then it falls out. Well, this is the kind of hair I wanted 40 years ago. And I couldn't get it like that. Because it's great hair for headbanging, you see. Because, being into heavy metal and everything. Because I was, I'm a metalhead. And I wanted hair like this so I could headbang. And now I can't headbang anymore. And the guy that I wanted most to headbang to, he's gone. Lemmy from Motorhead, he's gone. He left on my birthday. Yeah. But he's rocking up there in wherever it is he's gone, he's rocking. Trust me. He'll be with Jimi Hendrix. Oh. Yes, incredibly rude. Fancy dying and stopping him going on tour so I could go and see him. I know. You see, I would get a headache now, plus my neck. Couldn't take it. But Lemmy, he asked me for a cigarette once. I was at a I was at a concert, and managed to get backstage. He asked me for a fag. He took the packet and asked if I could have them back. And he more or less told me where I could go. Well, if you want to know, I handed him over my fags, and he took one. And then he put them in his pocket, and I said, "Can I have those back, please?" And he went, "Nah, fuck off." And I was just, "Oh, okay." Oh, it was funny. Great guy. Absolutely great guy. I'm sure one of the reasons why I don't hear as well today was from going to Motorhead concerts. Got to be. That and AC/DC. Two favourite bands to go and see. Oh, Metallica. Love Metallica. Absolutely love Metallica. The Sandman. But of course, they've got For Who the Bell Tolls. I love that one as well. Because that one was like a sort of a tribute to Hell's Bells from AC/DC. You know? And I mean, who doesn't love AC/DC? I love something with just, I love a good beat, you know? But when I went the Motorhead concerts, they always ended with the same three songs at the end. They always did Killed by Death. Then they would do and then they'd end with Overkill. And Carry Me Away. I remember coming out of Motorhead concerts and just my ears would be going like that, you know. Now, funny enough, I went to see Iron Maiden, and I mean, I love Iron Maiden, but they don't play as loud as Motorhead. Motorhead by far played the loudest, with AC/DC would be about up there, and then Iron Maiden would sort of be up there, but like Motorhead would be up there, and I would come away and just because what they do is they'd leave the guitars on and then put them right up against the speakers. And they'd put the guitars right up against the speakers and then leave the stage. And all you would get out the building was this. Oh, you knew when Motorhead was in town. You knew. And they would only do like one gig per city, you know. Oh, see, I never got to see Ozzy, but I love Ozzy. Absolutely love Ozzy. I'll tell you, the concert that when did I see? It was one of the last UK concerts they did. And they brought out this new Eddie. Honestly, I thought I was going to pass out because he just looked so freaking scary. Honestly. They always have a different looking Eddie. And they always manage to sort of like turn it up a bit, you know. But great times, great times. No, I've seen White Snake, and here's a bit of thing for you. Did you know how White Snake got its name? Hands up anybody who knows how White Snake got its name. The band. Does anybody know? Because I do. Come on. Nobody know? Right. Would you like to know? I don't know whether you want to know. I'm going to have, you know, Thursday morning trivia. Okay, nobody knows, right? Then I shall tell you. Whitesnake got its name from the lead singer, who, as you know, is called David Coverdale, right? It is, Tammy. You can read my mind, right? David Coverdale is, well, let's put it this way. The rumours about him are true. And up close and personal. Oh, he's not gay. He's not gay. He's just. It looks like a baby's arm holding an apple. Mm-hmm. You're all shocked now, aren't you? It really does. It looks like a baby's arm holding an apple. It makes you want to faint, doesn't it? The thought of it. It makes you want to faint when, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but most of the guys in the heavy metal community, the majority of them, at least when I was with them at their height, I mean, I'm not with them per se, not the artists. I'm just talking about like the guys in the community. You'd either have you'd have the rockers and you'd have the bikers, right? Fantastic group of people. But the guys wouldn't wear boxers themselves into the jeans, right? Or leather pants. And a lot of them used to fake it. I mean, we've all seen that. You know, pair of socks go further and further down the leg, you know. But David Coverdale poured himself into his jeans, and let's put it this way, I've never seen a pair of socks, you know, look as if they were winking down somebody's trousers. Mm-hmm. They broke the mold when they made him. You know, I mean, when he was you know, gyrating and what have you. Oh, yes, complete and utter trouser snake. I mean, when he used to joke about siphoning the python, he wasn't joking. But you see, the thing is, to somebody like me, I mean, obviously, when I was single, even the thought of that, I'd go, oh no, the thought of it, no, 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 no. I couldn't handle that. Oh, what? No. Never walk again. But no, that's how they got the name White Snake, because that's what he called it. And that's more than likely, Tammy, more than likely. I don't know about you guys, but did you honestly think that we would have a dream where we would end up talking about David Coverdale's Willie? I mean, where else in the world? You know? I mean, no doubt if I was somebody like Trisha Paytas, I'd be showing you the fallopian tubes and everything. But at least here I do try to keep it, have a little bit of decorum, respect about certain details. But, oh dear. All I can say is that, you know, girlfriends, wives, whatever, whoever he'd been with, they must have either had walking problems or been extremely happy and went around with smiles on their faces for the rest of their lives. That's all I can say. I would have been in the first category if I, you know, but I wasn't, so there you go. But I mean, Tammy, Fedora was talking about that before. Yeah. And I haven't seen that. Do you know, the thing is, I do try and avoid Trisha, but I would, do you know what? I'm going to take one for the team and I'm going to go and look at it. If she slaughters the Hebrew alphabet, I'm going to have to say something. I mean, I'm not talking about making a video on it because that's just daft. You know, I mean, I've got to say that, you know how you've got some YouTubers out there who all she's got to do is put on false eyelashes and they'll make a video out of it. You know, I'm not that desperate for AdSense. Or, I mean, you guys know we're not monetized here in the Haven. But some people will make videos out of the fact, oh my God, Trisha Paytas farted on an ice cream. You know, isn't it terrible? The world's coming to an end. You know, stuff like that. Oh, do you know, the thing is, I'm not exactly short of chest myself, but I don't think it's extremely becoming for, and it's not out of jealousy, I've just, the way it was that it was all right to show a certain amount of cleavage, but you didn't have them practically hanging out your top, you know? I'll tell you something, if she turns around now and says she's Jewish, she better not say, I found a place that turned me Jewish overnight, because it doesn't work like that. Yes, exactly, Laurie. Sometimes less is more. And, you know, sometimes, and again, I'm going to sound very old-fashioned, I sometimes think that girls these days aren't being brought up to be ladies. I honestly think, you know, I mean, when I was a kid, what did you want to do when you grew up? You wanted to be a teacher. You wanted to be a nurse. You wanted to be an air hostess, right? These days, what do girls want to be? I want to go out with a footballer. I want to be with a footballer's wife or a rugby player's wife, or I want to be a pop star's wife or girlfriend or this, that, and the other. They've got none of them. Well, it's too widespread. I mean, I know some girls are fantastic and they want to go and have careers and follow their hearts and what have you. But there is a certain section of society where girls just want instant gratification, and to them, money is everything and status is everything. And they've got to be a certain size, they've got to have a certain look, and they all look like carbon copies of each other. And I don't know. That's why I say sometimes the world's going to hell in a handbasket, you know? So it's like, when you dress, keep them guessing, you know? Oh, you're going to get some sleep now. Well, good night, love. And take care. Stay safe. Hope to speak to you again soon. Night night, love. Just, yeah, you can, do you know the thing is, you can feel sexy, but you can have a modesty about it at the same time. You can show a little bit of cleavage. You can show a little bit of leg and still look like a lady and still look nice, And I mean, Trisha Paytas is a role model to girls. They look up to her. They follow her. They think that everything she does is amazing. And it's true what you say. Not all girls can look like her when Trisha's made up. What have the perfect face, the perfect body, and not all girls can reach that. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, love. Yeah, I would agree with you. It does. And yes, do you know what, Fedora? I do feel is. I mean, look at the amount of time she's come on and she's been naked with her bits fuzzied out. But there was one time I remember, and I've never followed her, but it came up on my Twitter feed. Someone had like retweeted a video that she'd done. And it was like, she was entertaining, and I actually felt sick. I actually did. I felt sick. I just thought, it's a natural thing. We all have bodies and what have you. But you don't do that on camera. And you just don't. And it just, you know, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Anyway. Well, that's the thing. She's desperate for attention. And somebody mentioned having hit. And again, I'm not diagnosing, I'm just reporting on what I've read. Someone mentioned that she could have histrionic personality disorder. And there are certain traits in that I was looking through them and thinking, that looks as if it's got Trisha's name stamped all the way through it. So it could well be that. Do you think so, Steph? If you look up that condition, it's almost as if it's got Trisha stamped all the way through it. But you're right, it's not an excuse, right? I don't believe that unless your mental health is so bad that you've got to be detained for not only your own safety, but the safety of others. You know, say me having depression is not an excuse for me to come on a respectful way, to be unkind to you. It's not an excuse. There's no excuse for bad behavior, and it doesn't matter what you've got. And yes, you can afford therapy. Well, Jeffrey and Shane are being very, very quiet. They're not saying a word. They are terrified they're going to get dragged into it. Hello, gamer girl. Love you, Auntie YouTube. Is that what you call me, Auntie YouTube? That's a new one. I don't mind it. I'll take anything apart from, oi, you. Or, oi, bitch. I'll take anything for that. Yeah, they've been extremely quiet, Tammy, because they don't want to get dragged in. They are terrified they're going to get dragged into this to make a statement or a comment or something. Because if they do, then Trisha will explode. And she might know things about them that they don't want the public to know. So that's why they're being quiet. I don't like when people call me dear. I don't know why. You know, it's like nails down a chalkboard. It makes me go, argh. And I'll just say to people, look, please don't be offended. Please, can you not be offended? But please don't call me dear. I'll take Maderio. I'll take dearest, but not dear, because it makes me feel old and like I'm not quite in possession of my faculties. And hello, oh, there's shiny things, you know. So no, it can feel like that, but I know the majority of people don't. You know, they're not like that. It's just they're saying hello, dear, and things, and that's why I always apologize, because I don't like to make people feel they've done anything wrong, because they don't know. It's just, you know. So it makes me want to sort of like scratch and, you know, I try. Oh, Tammy, you are a sweetheart. I wish I could give you a hug. Yeah, there you go. Oh, yeah, it does make you cringe, doesn't it? Yeah, Tammy made me itchy. Hi, Alfie. Hi, love. Good morning or good evening or wherever in the world you are. It's Thursday, at least I think it's still Thursday. I don't think it's Wednesday anymore. Anyway, I think it's Thursday. I know in some parts of Australia it's got to be, I don't know, is it like 6 o'clock at night or? Hello, Bianca, love. Oh, do you know something? Are you West or East Coast, Laurie? Still Thursday, and it's evening. Yeah, so you're, well, it's 10:15 here, so you're 9 hours ahead. I had to sit and think about that. Are you in Queensland? I've never been to Australia. Would I ever do a blog? That's difficult, love, because I don't tend to leave the house because I'm in a wheelchair. And of course, I can't do anything at the moment because we're all on lockdown. But I can tell you about different parts of the UK. I can do that. Whereabouts are you, Bianca? What state are you in? Can you tell us? Or are you in the middle? Are you in the east? Are you in the west? West Coast. Fedora, are you in Ontario or Toronto? Makeup tutorials, me. The one you want for makeup tutorials is our Angie of 4F Beauty. She is the one who teaches me how to do my makeup. I watch her videos and I'm learning from her. I'm still not quite there yet, but if you want the kind of, well, thank you very much, by the way, what you said about the makeup. But if you want makeup tutorials, I honestly really recommend 4F Beauty. And it's Angie. She comes in. You'll see a comment. She's in the comments. And I've linked her channel. But Angie is the one that you need to go and see the her makeup tutorials. Well, listen, take care, love, at the supermarket, okay? Stay safe. When you come back home, wash your hands and get a shower. And I hope to talk to you again very soon. Bye-bye, darling. Now, the thing is, Gamer Girl, if Angie goes slower, so beginners can join in with her. That's what she does. She's got chronic pain like me. She has fibromyalgia like me. So her videos tend to last between 30 and 40. And she talks about hooded eyes and deep set eyes. And then she'll take you into the makeup look that she's doing. And she shows you the brushes that she uses, and the different makeup that she does. And she goes slower. But you can always speed her up with a speed widget if you want to. But I strongly suggest 4F Beauty. Just type that into YouTube. And, you know, your fibro too. It's not great, is it? I just seem to be sort of like plagued with about 3 or 4 things that hit me all at once. Do I have I don't think I've actually read it to you so far. I've had fun reading a lot of them. I would think one of the funniest ones I think I've read was when I did the 3 Little Pigs and Red Riding Hood. I did have fun reading them. That was, God, that's going to be about 6 months ago now. I'm really thoroughly enjoying the weekly serial that I'm reading to you on the spooky sessions that I Made a Deal with an Angel, because after that there's another set. Then after that comes the part called the Restoration, and the Restoration is when it's more like supernatural, because there's the father, the sons, and they go out and they deal with demons and stuff like that. Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Goldilocks and the Three Bears. It doesn't take 2 minutes really to read. It's a short one. I'd need to back it up with something else to make the video last half an hour, because I do like to give you at least half an hour. But if you want me to do Goldilocks and the Three Bears, I don't mind. You'll have to wait till next week now. Unless I do a live stream reading you Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Would you like that? Or do you mean the spooky urban legends, Laurie? Right, so just so I make sure that I'm following the right the chat. Fedora, would you like me to do a live stream reading Goldilocks and the Three Bears? And thank you, because I will look for a spooky urban legend for Friday night this week, and then we'll have I Made a Deal with an Angel. Right, okay then, Fedora, I will, that's it, Goldilocks and Three Bears. I'll even see if I can do some acting. I've got some bears that I think that would love to come out and act. In fact, I've got a doll. She hasn't got goldy locks, she's got brown hair. But you know, we could change her into a Jewish girl, if you like, who's doing, you know, a mitzvah for Three Bears, if that might help, or a mitzvah for our grandmother. We could change it round a little bit, if you like. I could do Goldilocks and the Three Bears with actors, if that would make it, would you like that? Yeah, I'm happy to change the story up, no problem. Long as we keep to the basics of the story. I'm not talking about it being, oh, so I see that you have long teeth, my dear. Okay, so you've come here, you spend all this time, you don't even ring your mother. I can't say that I'm impressed with your behavior. You know, that sort of thing, yeah. Yeah, yeah, I can do that, no problem. Yeah, I can see it now. Brownie locks goes up, not. Oh, come in, my dear, come in. Ooh, Granny, what big ears you've got. Yes, because I keep telling you, will you please phone your mother? And you never phone your mother. What is it with you? Oh, do you know what? Isn't it good to laugh? It is. It's good to laugh, right? What's my favorite movie of all time? Oh, that's one because I'm old. I've got ones like up there. So Armageddon, absolutely love that one. Deep Impact, the Nun's Story, I like that one. I come from a Jewish girl, I love the Nun's Story. Fiddler on the Roof, Yentl. What else? What else? Oh, oh God, what's that one at Christmas time? Oh, It's a Wonderful Life. It's a Wonderful Life. I love that movie. Absolutely love that movie. It's a Wonderful Life. Every time a bell gets his wings. That one. I was pretending to be the kid, by the way, just in case you'd wondered. But yeah, Fiddler on the Roof, absolutely brilliant. If I were a rich man. Yeah, da, 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 da. All day long I'd biddy biddy boy if I were a wealthy man. Oh, Jimmy Stewart wasn't he? He was fantastic. Do you know? Oh, I'll tell you who else I did love as an actor was Jimmy Cagney. One of my favourite movies of his. Well, apart from Angels with Dirty Faces and there was another White Heat, I think it was called. But I loved him in Yankee Doodle Dandy. I absolutely love that one. Yankee Doodle Dandy. Brilliant. Love that. Oh, but you're talking about favourite movies. Mine, they're all sort of like clumped into one great big thing. But all the Star Trek movies, because I like Star Trek. Well, I don't love Star Trek. I'm still talking, darling.
That's all right. I'm going to stop it now.
Oh, you're starting work.
Started working an hour and a half ago.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. So I'm just talking to my husband today. Darling, is there any more coffee? Please. Thank you, darling. Thank you. Good morning, Colin. Wow, hello, love. What a lovely surprise. How are you? Look at that, ladies. We've got a Colin, handsome Colin in the room. And you are handsome, Colin. I've seen your pictures. Ladies, we've got a handsome man in the room. And I'm going to just talk about my husband here, because he is. How long have I been married? This time round, it will be 2 years in June. I got married for the second time on the 2nd of June, 1918. I meant 2018, sorry. Not 1980. Imagine that, darling. 2nd of June 1918. Feels like that to my husband anyway. He feels as if he's been with me forever. You're getting a new TV. What kind of TV are you getting? Is it a big 55-inch, 60-inch, something like that? No, all buttons and switches and Clue with Tim Curry. Clue. Wasn't that the funny one? Am I right? Was that the funny one? Oh, Mazel Tov to you, Bianca. 2 years as well. Mazel Tov. 35 years. If I'd still been married first time round, Tammy, it would have been 39 years for me in October. $55-inch, great guess. Oh, I've only got a 50-incher. Poor relation to you, Colin. Thank you, my darling. Clue, I'm sure that's the one where it was a comedy. Am I right? Yes. Ah, thank you. Look, they are all mine, by the way. They are not fake. They are real. Because look, that one snapped. And that one snapped. But apart from that, they are all real. They are all mine. Because, you know, I'll give my daughter a hug and she'll go, Mom, your nails. You know, oh my God, that Tiger King. I hadn't heard of that until one of our Haveners, Slade Val, she was talking about Tiger King. I thought, who the heck's this Tiger King? You see? And then I go ahead and look at this guy, and I'm like, say what? I mean, he married 2 men at the same time. And then there was word about possible cruelty. You all right, darling? So he's in prison though, isn't he, for 22 years? He hired a hitman for somebody called, was it Carol Balkin or Blankin or somebody like that? He hired a hitman. I mean, oh, I don't know. There's some weird people around, you know. Carol Baskin, sorry, yes, sorry. Trust me to murder her name. I mean, apparently I've heard she's a bit to handle as well. Yes, I do remember Clue now, love. I remember it now, and it was a hoot. It was an absolute hoot. Really funny. Tim Curry's very, very funny. So she definitely killed her husband. Is it true she fed him to one of the lions? I wish I had mods at the moment because that we don't welcome things like that in here. I don't know how to make moderators. We don't welcome things like that in here. Please leave. I can't make you leave. I don't know how to make mods. I don't know how to do it. I actually don't have a mouse. I'm on my laptop. I don't have a mouse. So I don't know what to do. Tammy, you don't want to see. I'll see 3 dots. We don't talk like that in here, Vic. I don't know who you are. I've never seen you before. But we do not talk like that in here. Right, use the trackpad. Ah, right, I can see it now. Okay, and where's Steph? Okay. So I've made, there you can see Fedora. And I've done that for you too, Steph. Would you please inform, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Laurie. I don't know who he is. I've never ever seen him type before. But we don't tolerate that kind of talking here. And I am not a prude, but I won't tolerate that kind of thing in here. Right, well, this is, do you know something? I know you're going to think I'm such a baby, but I'm very close to tears right now because I've never seen anything like that in any one of our live streams before. And it just made me feel dirty. And I told you I would keep you guys safe. Never change. This is a safe place. Laurie, you don't want to know. It was filth. It was disgusting. Yes, that's the thing. I know. But it's like trolls happen to other people. It's like they don't happen to us. Trolls don't happen to us. And that's the first time, but I'll tell you something, it's the last. Now on, I will. Are there any of you? I mean, the thing is, it's not as if we have huge amounts of people come into our lives, right? As in live streams, I mean. But the next time I go live, I'll be asking for 1, 2, or maybe even 3 of you just to step up to be a mod, please. And then please get rid of it. Let's just not welcome here. Thank you, Laurie. Yes, group hug. I really that if you saw that, I'm sorry. I don't want any one of you to ever feel unsafe. Do you know something? What makes me angry about people like him, trolls like that, is that it's taken me and the rest of you nearly a year to build up a trust. And I am not going to have anyone like that making any one of my Haveners feel unsafe, which is precisely why we've got the Facebook group, so that you can all go in there and you can feel safe, because they're not allowed in there either. Nobody is allowed in there. It was dirty, Tammy. It wasn't just dirty, it was filth. Either way, not nice. So, right, moment's over. He's gone. Thank you very, very much, Fedora and Steph, for sorting it out for all of us. I'm really grateful to you. And I've decided in our next live stream, if both of you happen to you know, be here, then good morning, love. How are you? I hope you're okay. We've just been having a chat for nearly 2 hours. Oh my goodness. We've just been chatting away there. It froze. You're all right now. It keeps doing that, Fedora. I don't know why. Yeah, we've been talking for nearly 2 hours now. I've only been on the internet for 20 years. I don't, and I've been relatively very, well, I say lucky. Sometimes I can get a bit of anti-Semitism on Facebook, but I'll deal with that now. Yeah, everything's, well, on a personal level, my husband's youngest daughter has been diagnosed with COVID, but she's got it mild and she's a strong girl and she's going to be fine. That age. I inherited it from my daughter. So anyway, next live stream. How's the candle? Oh, sorry. It's here. There we go. It's still on red. And it's our very own Haven candle. Thank you, Bianca. I'll tell my husband. So anyway, it is because it's burning very brightly. Well, it's some kind of wax, but it's got something else in it. It smells of cinnamon and cedar. That's the smell. So here, can you see it? Oh, right. I'll just pop this down a bit so you can see. At least you can see the flame. I'll set it there like that so you can see the flame. Well, I'm very, very sorry that you've had to deal with homophobia. I don't know whether you know, but my son is gay. I mean, he also has autism, but my son is a wonderful, wonderful young man who is gay, and I love him to, I love him to distraction. But there are some horrible, horrible people out there. So I don't see why people just can't be left alone to live their lives. But I can honestly tell you, love, that, you know, I just see you as a person. We both bleed another wonderful haven, as far as I'm concerned. Oh, well, I'm glad. Well, actually, it wasn't. It was only. Actually, do you know what? You're right. It's nearly a year ago. It was last June, wasn't it? It was Pride. Yes, that's right. You've been dealing with racism too, Bianca. You see, the thing is, that's the thing, Fedora. There are some Jewish people who are so far up their own backsides, it makes me ashamed to be Jewish. Well, I'm really sorry that you've suffered from racism, Bianca. I really am. Because there is no place for it in the haven. There is no place for racism. There is no place for homophobia. There's no place for anything that doesn't deal with kindness and respect. We don't have sexism. We don't have any kind of ism, you know, apart from havenism. Have we got a havenism? We're all havenists, so we've all got havenism. You know, there are bad seeds everywhere, but you know what? It's having folk like you that, yes, we do. We have loveism. You're quite right, Laurie. What's wrong with just being kind to each other and loving to each other? Well, I'm sorry that happened with your mum. But all right, it might have been a shock to her. But you are entitled to love who you want to love. And as far as I'm concerned, I feel sorry for your mum because she's missing out on her child. So that's the way I see it. Well, I'm glad that you feel happy here, Bianca. That's all I can ask for. As long as you're happy, that's all that matters to me. I forgot my tea's gone cold, so I just had a mouthful of cold tea. That's very true, Glory. But there's only one thing that I would say of that, love. Well, the thing is, you are a good lad. So, and I've got feelings of love and affection for you. And I'm sorry, I'm struggling to get the words out. What I accept is, and it's like breathing to me, is something that your mother has problems with, and I don't get it. Not so much, Tammy. I mean, people will play pranks and say daft things, but I think it's been heavily overshadowed by what's happening in the world. But they don't, not so much. I mean, they did when I was a kid. I mean, they'd say things like, you know, has anybody seen the spaghetti trees? And they were saying things like, oh, trees. And they'd cook spaghetti and hang it off some branches. But you'd have people believing that there was spaghetti trees, you know? You know, I don't look at my son and think, oh, there's my son, he's gay. No, there's my son. End of, full stop. That's it. He's my son and I love him. And it's just, so you've got unconditional love and acceptance here, sweetheart. That's all I can offer you. And happy. And everybody here is just unconditional love and acceptance. I take it you meant something like a mountain lion and not a 50-year-old woman dressed in a bikini. You did it to your mother. I think that's funny. Oh my goodness, she must have been rattled. I think there was a mountain lion in her street. Oh my. I mean, I'll be really honest with you, Tammy. When you said, "Oh, there's been a cougar seen in the street," I got this mental image of a 50-year-old woman wearing a bikini, and that just goes to show how dirty. You know, look how many words we've got that have been hijacked. You know, 20 years ago, if you'd said cougar, I would have thought, "Oh, there's a big cat walking around and it could eat me." But these days, it's, "Oh, you see that cougar over there?" Now I go, "Why? Where? What she look like?" Oh my goodness, a right-wing conservative. Oh my. Oh, you're in Colorado. Is that where Denver is? You're back, Peanut. Hello, love. Welcome back. You know, America's such a big place, isn't it? You know. Oh, good, I got that right. Do you know, my geography is so bad. When I was at school, I was voted girl most likely to get lost in a circle. Was. I bet you had a heck of a lot of explaining to do, Fedora. I bet you did. TV, and I wish you many, many hours of fun with it. And take care, love. See you soon. Listen, guys, it's been 2 hours. So, The Shining. Oh, I know that movie. Here's Johnny. I'm sorry, love. I most likely to put a corpse to sleep. I'm sorry, that was really funny. That did. That made me laugh. Oh my. Oh dear. Right, listen, guys. I was going to pop on for like half an hour. Famous last words, eh? Most likely to be the next Oprah. Oh. Well, when you hit your first $1 million, will you send me 10? I'm not greedy. You'd send me enough to buy a packet of fags, Peanut. Just send it to my address at PayPal, www.headerisafool.com. Best dressed and most fancy. Ooh. Next live is when? Do we know? I don't know yet, Tammy. I'm hoping to do it really soon. Oh, and a carton. You got to have your face on the side of the carton so I know who it's from. No, I don't know, but you know what? Do you know, really, I should have gone on Twitter to say that I was coming live this morning. But I honestly, do you know, I get worse. I do. I'm not that. I used to be so organised. I mean, yeah, and we've got Monday where I just let my mouth run away with me. So, and when did I last do a live stream? Was it Sunday? Was it Monday? I know I did it before the video came out. Do you know, I can't even remember when the next time was. Did you, love? Oh, thank you. Thank you, love. That was kind. Thanks. Well, do you know what, guys? This is crazy, right? And who would have thought it when we first started? But I looked at my subscriber count last night and it said 1,266. Isn't that? I just hope that means that everybody has realised that they're not alone anymore. You know? And that would be a wonderful thing. Oh, Emily, you've just caught me and I'm just about to go. Oh. Yeah, we've got 1,266 Haveners. Isn't that wonderful? Oh, Fedora. I'm sorry, love. We need to do something about that. Well, let's just hope that, you know, I mean, the thing is, people will read the comments, you know, and they'll see all of you being so kind to each other. And they're going to look and think, hey, this is a different place to be. Nobody is fighting. Nobody's calling each other names. Nobody's falling out with each other. You know, it's a channel. It's not monetized. There's no ads. She doesn't ask anybody to subscribe because I don't. I think if people here on their own, I honestly do. That's what I think. So, you know, I'm sure I was sub to you, Fedora. But you know something, Angie was telling me the other day, you know, of 4F Beauty. Well, Angie was saying the other day that her sub count goes up and down, and friends of hers who have been with us since the start of our channel, and that's been going since, oh God, I think since November 18, I think. She says they've suddenly discovered that they're not sub to her anymore. So they've had to run back, and that's YouTube doing that. So, you know, I'll go and check that I'm still sub to you, Fedora. And if YouTube has to take me off, then I'll resub. So deliberately coming away from you if I'm not there. If I'm there, I tend to stay there. But anyway, Emily, I'm sorry that I'm going now that you've just turned up, but I've been going for nearly 2.25 hours, and I was only going to sort of make it for be here for a half an hour to an hour. So, well, what can I tell you? We've been chatting and laughing, and you know. But don't worry. Yes, Fedora, YouTube does do that, and I don't know why. And there are certain things that we can't talk about, because when I did try talking about some things at the start of my last live stream, they shut it down, and I got an email from YouTube telling me that if certain things were talked about again, then I would get a strike against my channel. So, so don't say the words, but if you listen to me, when I say, you know, the kind of videos that Shane Dawson likes to make, we can't say that. So don't type it. Yes, RM, that's right. That's exactly right. That's right. Is it all right if I just call you RM? It's a bit impersonal, but if that's what you want me to call you, or... Yeah. Yeah, you can't, we can't say those, yes, that word. So please don't anybody say it down straight away. Ronnie. Well, Ronnie, it's lovely to meet you, my darling. I mean, I know we've talked before and said hello on the channel and what have you, but I'll just say hello to you properly. So, to you. Oh, you're back. Was there anything worth buying? Jexy can't do any more live streams. Oh, no. Oh, she's got to appeal that. Oh, that Jexy does so much good. You see, here's the thing, and I'll say this before I go. Because of the C word, Laurie, please don't anybody type anything. Please don't type anything. About anything that starts with C and ends in Y. Just don't. because I don't want my channel to be struck. Yeah. Controlling the people, my friends. Right, I am going to go now, guys. I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night to all of you. Thank you so, so much for being here, all of you. It's been an absolute joy to start the day with you. And I do love you. I really do. Look, I'm looking straight into the webcam. Sorry about the eye bag, but what can I tell you? And this is my hair naturally now. Look at that. This is it naturally. I've got to blow dry it straight. And then the following day it comes out this side. It's only this side. And it comes out to a bushy, frizzy mess to this side of my hair. But anyway, I do love all of you. And I want you all to stay safe. I want you all to take care. Right? And what I'm going to do is, when I say bye-bye to you, I'm going to blow out the candle and I'm not going to light it again until our next live stream. And I'll just keep burning it every live stream we have. Okay? We're going to keep that light burning. We're going to keep laughing and we're going to keep on having fun. And our next live stream is going to be a live production of Goldilocks and the Three Bears, incorporating Brownie Locks instead of Goldilocks. And I'm going to have 3 bears. One of them is going to be my Star Trek bear. And then there'll be 2 other bears. One of the bears may or may not have an anatomically present part. We don't know yet. We'll just have to wait and see. So anyway, I want you to give you that to look forward to. So on that happy note, my darlings, I am going to say bye-bye to you for now. And please take care of yourselves. Because if you don't, mind you, I'll hunt you down and talk to you. Okay? So, love you all. Look, here it goes. Bye for now, my darlings. Bye-bye.